Israel has launched its most devastating attack on Lebanon since the country was invaded more than 5 weeks ago. The Lebanese Health Ministry says at least 254 people have been killed and more than 800 wounded. The attacks came hours after a ceasefire was reached between Iran and the US. The two sides are expected to meet in Pakistan on Friday to negotiate a long-term deal. But that is under threat. Iran wants the fighting in Lebanon to stop too. The strikes came without warning, hitting locations across the country within 10 minutes. The capital, Beirut, bore the brunt of attacks. Several neighborhoods were hit, including busy commercial locations in the city center. Israel says its war with Hezbollah is not part of the truce agreed upon on Tuesday.
It's one crime after another. There are martyrs, God bless them. The state has to do something. It can't stay like this. It's a residential area. There's nothing here. Why does it need to be damaged like this?
Rescue teams in Beirut have been rushing the injured to hospitals that are already overwhelmed by the number of casualties. And the search is on for people trapped under the rubble of destroyed buildings. And beyond the capital, Israel also launched strikes on the Bekaa Valley and the southern city of Sidon, where 8 people were killed and 22 others wounded. The city of Tyre was also attacked. Malcolm Webb lives live for us in Beirut. So Malcolm, take us through that recovery operation that I think we can see is still ongoing behind you.
Well, yeah, this is one of around a dozen or more sites in Beirut, completely taken by surprise. One of several buildings that were hit by bombs coming from the air. Let's just come in. First, we can take a look at what's left of what was dozens of people's homes. Clothing, mattresses, people's possessions. There's an excavator here searching through the rubble. Been working at this for hours, waiting to see if they'll find anybody who's buried beneath this. And if we look up, you can just see how this explosion ripped through this building. It's an 8-floor building with about 5 apartments on each floor, and this entire half of it basically has been utterly destroyed. And then if we pull out again, with me I have a resident who lives nearby, Hadi Basha. And you said that when you heard this explosion, you came
right away
here to help your neighbors. Yeah, what happened?
I live about 50 meters away from here, and the whole building, our building, shook, an explosion. So we rushed to see where, and we noticed it was here. Our neighbors and friends live here. We started trying to evacuate as many people as we can. The ones who were not injured, the ones who were injured, and even some dead bodies. About 20 minutes into that side of the building started to shake. So we rushed out, and it was 5 seconds later, the whole building collapsed. Was still a lot of people in there.
And any idea roughly how many people and how many did you see were injured? Or
one of the guys who was sitting behind us, he had a 10-member family in there. So they lived on the first floor, and I guess they're kind of reached the first floor right now.
And this must have come as a surprise.
Definitely. I mean, there's nothing unusual going on here. They just targeted civilians. It's a residential building, elderly, kids. I carried a 3-year-old injured kid, shrapnels in his head. It's just criminal.
Have you known anything like this in this neighborhood before?
No, not since the Civil War. Everything was nice and easy here. It's a very multicultural, multinational area. It's a touristic area. Just, your regular neighbors here.
Thank you, Hadi Basha, who just lives nearby. Thanks for talking to us. I've lost you in the earpiece, but this is the remains of one of many buildings hit here in Beirut today in these unexpected strikes. No sign of a ceasefire here.
All right, thanks so much. That's Malcolm Webb there.